I'm talking to you, so come on. Shout!
Good morning, everybody. 17 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Sunrise Show. Craig Kreuzman is your host. A little bold, extremely fun. We're always having a great time. And in the studio with me this morning, Joe Kreuzman, and he and his wife are executive directors and founders of the Coyote Trails School of Nature down on South Pacific Highway, 2931 South Pacific Highway. Their website, coyotetrails.org. And Joe is a world-renowned tracker, certified, teaches all around the world, believe it or not, takes classes to Africa and Belize, and has been tracking professionally for 15 years, been tracking all of his life as a hobby, and we are so blessed to have an expert like Joe Kreuzman here in the Valley, and the Coyote Trails School of Nature is going on all summer long with classes and things, and this is a fantastic opportunity, and even written up, well, there's other things going on, but Joe, thanks so much for being in the studio this morning.
It's always a pleasure to join you in the morning.
Oh, absolutely. And, being outside, I mean, it's so interesting when I talk to other parents and they have that craving to go camping. Right. And they have kids, and they take their kids camping, and the kids, they do it, they love it, they want to do more of it. And then it's the whole switch, the 180-degree, where some families, some kids never get to go. And
That's right.
And me, growing up, going through Boy Scouts, I can't even imagine never being able to do that, but I have seen in my lifetime many families and many kids that simply they have zero experience outdoors.
Yeah, and there's actually fear as well surrounding that. So they've got to have an opportunity to get their yayas out and feel what it's like to be free. And really just spending time out in the woods running around is the freest place to be.
And then animals, working with the animals, and there's so many great activities. I mean, you've got Science Works in Ashland with everything that's going on. You've got your camp up on Dead End Memorial Road up there. And then you've got Wildlife Images up in Merlin.
Yep.
And learning about animals and wildlife. Joe, if families are thinking about day camp, wondering what to do, they go, wow, what are we really going to do? And, of course, the website, coyotetrails.org. What would you tell parents for camps and the age bracket and those kind of things?
Yeah, the main thing to do is to vet the camp and make sure that they have a good staff training and that safety is the foremost, because you want to have a really good infrastructure set in place for safety. And all of the instructors and interns, they need to be in that safe mindset. So once that's been done, then you just find what your child is passionate about and plug them in.
And they can do a day camp. I mean, there's a 5-day, and then there's also a single that they want to go for a day. Just
That's right.
One day.
We run day camps throughout the week, all summer long. So it's a Monday through Friday program from 9 to 4. And then on the weekends throughout the school year, we have day classes where you can come for like 3 hours or so on a Saturday or Sunday. And then we have those overnight programs where you come and camp, and we just take you on a long journey. We cook all healthy meals for you and take you on a journey. That's Sunday through Saturday, so that's a 7-day program.
Joe, this is just fantastic. And what's so cool now, talk about this partnership with the Medford Parks and Rec and the Nature Center out there. It's on Bear Creek near the new softball fields that have been there for a few years, right?
That's right.
And so I don't know what they call that out there. And is there access from, I guess you turn left right at that?
You do. You can turn left right there at the Grange, or you can turn left just past Les Schwab at the Harry and David's Field.
Okay.
And you just make your way on back, and you'll see Lowry Lane. Lowry Lane leads you across the bridge, across Bear Creek, out towards I-5 where there's more softball fields.
Right.
And the Nature Center is just right there on the left. It's an old farmhouse, which used to be pear orchards. And a cool thing is just last month, the granddaughter was married in the farmhouse where she grew up. So the family came back from Klamath Falls, and it was really emotional for them to have their wedding there under those huge walnut trees.
And this used to be a huge farm estate.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was one of the original pear orchards, and had some cattle out there and just a big farm, and it's been reclaimed. We've partnered with Medford Parks and Rec. Brian, who runs Parks and Rec, has been great and helped champion us through City Council. And we've been stewarding that land now for 4 years and made some huge changes. There's hiking trails, we have birding trails, lots of bird boxes are up, bat boxes, and been doing a lot of weed control. And we're looking with the state, we're doing a long-term 3-4 year study to bring back an original side channel of Bear Creek so that the young salmon and steelhead have a place during those spring freshets and floods.
Oh, interesting, right? They could get off to the side,
right,
yeah.
and not get tumbled on down, as well as decreasing the water temperature, so helping to improve the spawning habits.
Yeah, I saw that article, and your wife Molly was quoted, and she worked very closely with the family, and that whole thing, they had to have been really impressed with what you'd done. Did they have any comments about just everything that's going on?
They did. It was really emotional. They were floored with the beauty of the landscape, and it's been transformed, really. And they had just set up tables and flowers, and the place just looked beautiful for a wedding. And there's these 2 heritage walnut trees, which are out there. They're giant. There's just beautiful trees. There's picnic tables, and the place was just really set up so pretty for a wedding. It was great.
You know, they probably, back in the day, that was just along the creek.
That's right. Yep.
You know, so you've taken this and gotten all because there was a lot of overgrowth down through there.
A lot of poison hemlock, a lot of invasive species, blackberries. We just had the Jackson County Weed Pool out there last weekend. Huge turnout. Over 70 volunteers came out and did a lot of weed pulling. And it's just, there's always a lot going on down there. And it's right on the Greenway, too, the bike and hiking trail.
That's amazing. We're talking with Joe Kreuzman. He's one of the founders of, he and his wife founded Coyote Trails School of Nature, and he's a professional tracker, been paid for 15 years. He teaches at Vermont, and then he takes his class down into Belize and Africa, and I mean, I'm telling you what, he tracks. And Joe, tracking what?
Leopards and rhinos in Africa. August of 2016, we're heading back with some advanced trackers to go back on some rhino trails, and the leopard and lions.
Man, I tell you, you always think about the group that's down in Africa, that they, in the bush, the guides and those type of things. You could, if you wanted, you could be a guide in Africa. I mean, that's your qualification.
Well, I've been certified through, and I've had myself tested with some of the Bushmen, the Kalahari Bushmen in Africa. But those guys are a whole nother level of tracking, man, let me tell you.
But, I mean, there's some commonality, I'm sure.
There is, it definitely is. And it's fun just to go out and kind of through osmosis, following these guys, looking at leopard prints, which are small, and it's on really hard substrate. And they're seeing stuff, and I'm scratching my head, and we're following leopards with these guys.
You mentioned tracking jaguars as well.
Yes, down in Central America.
And it's amazing their girth when they're running full out. You've done all that?
Oh, good heavens. Yeah, they can cover serious ground, over 30 meters when they jump.
That's amazing.
Huge.
That's amazing. All right, well, we've got a break we got to take, and then we'll come back. More on the Sunrise Show after this. We're going to continue with Joe Kreuzman with the Coyote Trails School of Nature. Talk about getting your kids out. Good morning, everybody. 34 minutes after the hour. Craig Froenick on the Sunrise Show on News Radio 880 KCMX. We're streaming live around the world, kcmxam.com. And I want to welcome back into the studio our guest for this portion, Joe Kreuzman. He's the lead tracker, Coyote Trails School of Nature, and he and his wife, Molly, have put this school together, and along with their incredible team of volunteers and people down there, and they're doing a great job. South Pacific Highway is the location, 2931 South Pacific Highway. Their website, coyotetrails.org, and the office phone number, 541-772-1390, and we'll post that up on our Facebook page. Joe, you're doing some great work, and it's amazing timing because the guest opinion in the newspaper today, written by Bill Hunt, state should provide outdoor school for all, and your grants that you get to provide for Coyote Trails School of Nature, you have to report back on how this actually is working. Talk about the facts that are coming out that this really does in fact work.
Absolutely. There has been countless studies in Europe and now in North America where nature connection and nature education. There's a difference between the two, but where nature connection really helps to pattern the young developing brain in a healthy way. So they're more confident, they can handle multitasking, they don't get stressed, they don't get anxious ridden, and they're grounded out. So during the school year, we have camps running right now, day camps, and during the school year, we go into the schools, Title I schools, we get grants to go in and support science teachers, and as a follow-up, we have to do a report to validate and show in real science how we have affected and influenced the students. So we interview parents, we interview teachers, we interview the superintendents, and we interview the students, and then we compile and crunch all those numbers in a professional way and show that the teachers respond. Our students are more attentive after they've been on field trips, after you guys have come into the classroom, and they pay more attention.